Is this you? No matter how hard you try to swing, you just can't seem to generate any distance or any ball speed? It's probably because you're chicken winging. This is when you're bending your elbows in and the club is very close to you after impact, rather than extending and creating that width, which obviously helps us to generate a lot more club head speed a lot more easily. Much rather, we swing more like this. Stick around if you want to learn how to get rid of the chicken wing and drive the ball further with ease. G'day golfers, I'm Glen Haynes. Welcome to Aussie Golf Pros, where we help you be the best golfer you can be. The chicken wing. I hit that okay, but it's gone nowhere. It's a power leak that you need to fix right away, because you can't strike the ball consistently if you're making a chicken wing, and you definitely can't generate the club head speed to your potential. So let's see what happens with the chicken wing. So typically the lower half doesn't engage too much. The upper half, the arms and the shoulders are doing all the work. The club is not released properly, so we get the lead wrist tends to collapse here. The bottom hand comes underneath, and then we get no room. The body's not turning, the arms aren't heading towards the target, there's no extension there, so therefore there's a lot of effort. You're trying to hit the ball harder, but you're not generating any club head speed because there's no width. We want that club to get away from the body and generate much more club head speed with a lot less effort. And the problem with the chicken wing is the more effort that you put in, the harder you try to hit it, the worse it gets. And this club gets really in close. The other thing, it's very difficult to finish the follow through, and typically the finish position might be something like this, where the zipper is pointing ahead or down towards the ground. What we want to happen is the zipper or your shirt buttons pointing up to the sky. That's going to get you in a much freer state through the ball and help you to extend those arms, create that width, and therefore much more club head speed with much less effort. So this obviously becomes a habit, and it's very difficult to get out of your game if you start chicken winging, because the harder you try, the worse it's going to get. So we need to start with a drill that's nice and slow so that we can get used to it. Obviously start without the golf ball first, but then when we hit some shots, we're going to put it on a low tee, just to help us to gain some confidence and get used to being taller through impact and getting that zipper or those shirt buttons up to the sky. So nice and slowly, we're really focusing on what's happening through impact here. So we want to feel like the golf ball is as a foot later. That's where we want everything to extend. The chicken winger tends to hit at the golf ball, and there's too much focus on the ball too early. We want to get the club going through the golf ball. So our extension point is here. We're rotating the lower half. It's not just the arms and shoulders doing all the work. So it's really important for the hips and the legs to rotate through the shot, because if you don't, have a think about it. Your left arm, your lead arm can't get out there because your right arm can't reach. It's much easier to extend if you've rotated. It's much easier to gain that width. So we want to rotate through, extend everything through here after impact, and then finish up nice and extended and high where your zipper is pointing up to the sky. Let's start with it really slowly. Now that might seem really forced and fabricated to start with, but in time you're going to get used to it, and it needs to be done slowly to take the effort away. Remember, the effort is the problem. Trying to hit the ball hard with the arms and shoulders is going to make it worse. It's going to bring that club in if you're not used to extending and getting that width that we're after. Now, that's not just going to happen straight away. You can use a tour stick as a great training aid and incentive on the driving range. Angle the stick away from you in the follow through so you just can't reach it, and then try to clip it on the way through as you hit a golf ball. A really effective drill to create width in the through swing. Do it at home in your garden. You don't need a golf ball to work on this. Let's start to create the new habit of extending and creating club head speed with a lot less effort. And then in time, it's going to look something like this. This is so much freer and easier, and we're behind the ball a little bit more. So remember, we're extending through to here. So we're really feeling like we're behind the ball and then up to there. Less effort, more clubhead speed, easier to strike the ball consistently once you get used to it. So much more width and freedom through the shot, finishing tall. I guarantee you this is going to help you hit your irons and your driver much more consistently and much further. To get rid of the chicken wing, it's vital that you learn how to release the golf club better. This video will show you how to do just that, some super drills to help you to learn how to use your hands and wrists more effectively in the golf swing. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to your company next week. Are you the best golfer you can be?